As someone with 10 years of experience in the Forex market, someone who was trained by a hedge fund even before all these prop firms started coming into the game, someone who has traded with more than 50 different prop firms, someone who has gotten more than $500,000 in payout, and someone who has founded a prop firm by himself, I am in a better place to give you guys the best prop firm of 2025 coming up right now. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Godlove. I've been trading Forex for 10 years, and throughout my 10 years of Forex trading career, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to trading. The moment I became profitable, whether you like it or not, you only live the lifestyle you want, achieve goals, travel the world, get those cars, get those assets if you have a reasonable amount of capital. So I started seeking for a reasonable amount of capital. I'm talking about millions, hundreds upon thousands of dollars. And because of that, I have been blessed to trade with more than 50 prop firms. And throughout this trading career of trading with more than 50 prop firms, I have gotten more than $500,000 in payout. And I also founded my own prop firm, which was paused at the point in time due to the loss of our trading platform. So there is no one in a better position to give you guys the best prop firm of 2025 than me. Our prop firm is going to be based on, number one, payout conditions. How flexible is a prop firm to be able to pay you out without issues? Trading conditions. How easily are you able to trade with that prop firm? User friendliness and the assets they offer. So I'm going to be doing it like, in a tournament format where we're going to have the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then the finals for us to actually come out with that one prop firm that wins the number one prop firm of 2025. So without wasting much time, or without taking much time, let's start with the round of 16. And each time I mention two prop firms that I'm tying them together, I'll be able to tell you guys the reason why I'm selecting one as the winner over the other one, so that it makes more transparency. And all the prop firms I'm going to be mentioning on this video are prop firms I have personally, all right? These are prop firms I have personally traded with. So I'll be able to tell you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly of this prop firm and why I am selecting them to win over another. So let's start with the round of 16. Like I said, we're going to have the round of 16, then we're going to have the quarterfinals, we're going to have the semifinals, and then the finals. So let's start with our round of 16. Under our round of 16, I'm going to start with two big giants in the industry, which you guys all talk about. If you check my comment section, you guys talk about those giants. If you check in my community, people ask me about those giants. And the fact that many traders are talking about doesn't mean technically they are the best or technically they are prop firms you should trade with. So I'm going to start with FTMO and the FundingPips. So who wins the battle between FTMO and the FundingPips? The answer is FTMO. I all have issues between FundingPips and FTMO. I'm going to start with FTMO. FTMO just unequivocally suspended my account for no reason. For no reason. The moment I became profitable, or the moment they knew who I was, they suspended my account. I was having two funded accounts with the FTMO. One was up with almost about 10K in profit, and the other one just got funded. They suspended it. That was not only the case, they also traced, and since I was trading in the same household with my wife, they also suspended my wife's account with payouts of almost about $8,000. I remember I still have this plate right here, and if you can see this plate, I made this plate for my wife the moment she became profitable. I taught her how to trade. She was trading on her own personal account, and the moment she became profitable, I made this plate for her to congratulate her, to say, baby, you've done a great job. I'm so proud of you. And FTMO almost crushed her dreams. FTMO, immediately she became profitable, FTMO suspended my account, also traced that particular IP address, suspended her account, and give the most stupid reason that I've ever heard, that reverse trading. And there was zero reverse trading in my account, as I was trading on my account individually, and my wife was trading on her own account individually with separate strategies. So for that reason, screw you, FTMO. And I'm saying this without any fear of contradiction, because I have all my proofs. And I told them I'm just resting, and Anything they did to me was something which they have done to many traders, but they had no voice to say anything. Another point in time, I was just like, okay, this is just one pro firm out of 100. I'm going to continue. I continue trading and making money with others. So that's why FTMO, right from the top 16, which you guys, FTMO is overrated. Right from the top round of 16, they are already, I'm sure they're going to be out. So they only win over funded next. So this is round of 16, and FTMO win over funded next, because funded next, yes, I started trading with funded next. Not only trading with funded next, I started working with funded next in 2022. Immediately they were founded. Back then I didn't have a prop firm and nothing. Immediately they were founded. One of their team members contacted me in 2022, and I started working with these people because, number one, I'll be able to work with the company because I want to bring you guys a service which is good for you guys to use. All right, I don't just work with people because I want to work with them, because you guys have all asked, which pro firm can I use, which pro firm can I use? They're like, okay, let me look into this company, let me work with this company to see if they have services I can recommend for you guys. So I worked with them from 2022 to almost about 2023, end of 2023. When I founded my own pro firm, I stopped working with them, and by that time I wasn't even trading with any pro firm. I was just trading with my own personal capital, because from 2022 up to mid 2023 going to 2024, I have accumulated almost about $400,000 in payout. So I was just trading with my own personal capital without any pro firm, because it would have been conflict of interest if I was even still trading with pro firms at that point in time. And within that time I worked with Funded Next. They didn't pay me. No, I can say nothing compared to what I earn with other companies, compared to what I earn with other partners I work with. I didn't earn, I can say zero, because the main reason I was working with them was to bring you guys this service. I came back in 2025 when my pro firm was on pause, and now my community keeps asking for a pro firm to use again. And I was like, okay, let me check them as one of my good pro firms again to work. And I continue working with them, and behold, immediately our contract got finished. Just greediness. They came up with stupid reasons for not wanting to pay me, and they didn't pay me at the end of the day. I gave them a deadline that, okay, before the end of this day, if you guys don't pay my money, I'm never going to contact you guys again, and I'm never going to need the money again. They say, no, let's meet on the Google Meet. Blah, blah. So there's no reason to be doing meetings with you guys. That was it. By the end of that day, they didn't send my money. I deleted them, banned them, and that was it. So if they can do that to me, what about their traders? If they can do that to me, someone who is having a voice, someone who is having the biggest Forex community in Africa, what about their traders? So that's one reason why FTMO wins over Funded Next in this round of 16. So FTMO is the winner. Then let's go between FundingPips and Alpha Capital Group. The winner is FundingPips, because tell me a pro firm that is having zero payout deny in the industry. FundingPips is having zero payout deny in the industry. Just that alone gives them that number one place, or just gives them that qualification to win this round of 16 between FundingPips and Alpha Capital Group. Alpha Capital Group, they have all these influencers that just hype them for no reason, push them on doing TikTok videos and here and there. But I have many of my community members who have complained about them breaching their accounts for stupid reasons, asking to do a risk interview, stupid risk interview. If a trader is trading on your platform, one of the most stupid things that I can see a pro firm doing is asking for a risk interview. For what? That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. So obviously, FundingPips is going to win this particular round between Alpha Capital Group and FundingPips. Now let's go down between E8 Funding and the 5 percentile. 5 percentile will definitely win at this particular point in time, because like I said, I'm talking about all these pro firms have used them, and 5 percentiles, they're good both manually and with EAs. So a pro firm that I can use my EAs is also good, and I can also trade manually is also good. And again, just because many people don't want to use the 5 percentile because it's an Israelite or whatsoever, it's a company which is based in Israel, all right? Israeli company or Israelite, which one is it? But anyway, it's a company that is from Israel. It's a company that is founded in Israel. It's a company that is based in Israel. So just because of that, many people say, "Oh, I'm not going to use this company." But I don't have a problem with the 5%. I've used them. I've gotten payout with them, and their trading conditions are one of the best in the industry. So obviously they'll win between the E8 funding and the 5 percentile. The 5 percentile wins this one, clean and clear. Now, for traders is actually new in the industry. I think they were just founded last year, and then Gold Funded Trader has been there for a couple of years. And between this battle, Gold Funded Trader is going to win for just few reasons. Gold Funded Trader, they're good manually and they're also good automated. So if you're someone who is having automated strategies, Gold Funded Trader is also going to be good for you. They also have one of the best spreads on indices. That's something I've noticed. They have one of the best spreads on indices. While for traders, they are not so good. They are not so good when it comes to automated trading. Their spreads are a little bit too wide. So if you're someone who deals with automated trading, you need zero latency and the minimum spreads you can get in the industry. Although I've had a couple of community members who have complained about Gold Funded Trader, but there is no pro firm in the industry that traders won't complain about. If traders are trading with a pro firm and they don't follow the rules, obviously they complain about that particular pro firm. If I need to compare between Gold Funded Trader and for traders, then Gold Funded Trader is obviously going to win this particular time. Let's continue again with our round of 16. Let's go to Hola Prime and Aqua Funded. Aqua Funded, one of the useless pro firms I've seen in the game, one of the highest pro firm with the highest number of complaints in my community, particularly in Godlove University. I'm talking about Godlove University. If you want me to mentor you one-on-one, teach you on how you can pass this pro firm, get payout, make sure you check the link on the video description to enroll in Godlove University, where I'll personally mentor you one-on-one. So Hola Prime, yes, I recently just did a review and I recently worked with Hola Prime, and they have one of the best conditions in the industry. They have one of the best tech. I even featured on Hola Prime TV, if you guys can remember, and that featuring on Hola Prime TV was one of the highest live streams they've had with the highest number of views. They have both CFDs and also futures. So if you're in the US, I think it's the #1 pro firm in the USA, because USA is having problem with CFD firms. So because of that, their future section of the firm is very, very solid, and their trading conditions are also very, very good. So between Hola Prime and Aqua Funded, Hola Prime wins point blank. My Forex fund and Top Step. Why am I even mentioning my Forex fund? Because my Forex fund was one of the first pro firms I traded with in 2019. All right. Remember, I started trading with pro firm even before some of you guys ever even dreamed, or some of you guys even knew what Forex trading was. I traded with my Forex fund in 2019, and by 2020, I was already getting payout. From 2020 to about 2022, 2023, where they were terminated, I was getting, you can see screenshots of all these payouts. I got more than 80,000 payout with my Forex fund alone. Although many people complain, but I never ever had any complaint with my Forex fund. They were always very good to pay out. Besides, anyway, they were pulling millions upon millions of sales every month. So they had no problem to pay out those good traders that actually stood out, all right? So I never had any problems with my Forex fund. I use them with my EAs because I've always traded hand by hand, EAs and manual trading. So with my automated systems like Patrix Pro and all of that, I use them on my Forex fund without any issue. Their spreads were good. Although people used to say, oh, they used to slip people to hell and all of that, but their spreads were good. They had good trading conditions, and it was just so nice. It's so nice back then to see that email come. It used to be this platform. It wasn't Rise back then. It used to be real. It used to be deal. Sorry, it used to be deal. So it used to be very, very nice when you see that small email coming from deal to say you just got a payout from Traders Global. The name used to be Traders Global. I remember very, very well. I got 20,000, 30,000 here and there. So they were one of the first, and comparing them with Top Step. Top Step is, I think, the biggest, one of the biggest, futures prop firm now. But anyway, Top Step will have to win here because my Forex fund got paused at a point in time because they say no. I mean, there were complaints about them just as there are complaints about any prop firm. And then recently, the CEO just released a statement stating very, very clearly that even the commissions or the regulatory body that suspended their firm in the United States, they've relinquished, they've dropped all the charges because there was nothing to prove that they were wrong. So there are speculations that my Forex fund might be coming back very, very soon. And if they come back, trust me, I'm sticking a trade with them because I didn't have any problem with them. And besides, they pay me without any problem. But since they are not active now and we are talking about active prop firms, I'm going to put top step to win this tournament without any problem. Now, let's see between two other futures prop firm, which is FundingPips and Apex Trader Funding. Apex Traders Funding, or just Apex, right? So between FundingPips and Apex Trader Funding it has gotten complaints in my community. They have a ridiculous consistency rule. They have a lot of hidden rules which my community members have complained to me. Yes, they're solid, but if you have to compare them with FundingPips is there. Their rules are clear. Their rules are straight to the point, and if you're someone who understands how to trade futures and just understand how to maneuver around consistency, then you won't have a problem stacking your accounts between all the account methods. They have both rapid, they have different accounts, which based on that, you see traders pulling in hundreds upon hundreds of thousands per day or per month with FundingPips. So the battle between FundingPips and Apex Traders FundingPips wins that one. Now let's go to Blueberry Funded and Funded Trading Plus. All right, Funded Trading Plus has been there for long. I think they were founded in 2020 or 2021, so they've been there for almost about 4 or 5 years. And Blueberry Funded was founded last year. But the reason why I'm going to let Blueberry Funded win this one is because number one, don't get me wrong, I have gotten payout with the Funded Trading Plus. All right, they have one of the best payout conditions, and for them again, the only thing they have is just trailing drawdown. They have a trailing drawdown, which is something which stood out with them, and I don't like it. Meaning, the more you keep making money, if you're in profit, let's just say you're up with $11,000 and you lost, or you're up with $15,000 on a $100,000 account, that's $115,000, and you lost 10% of that account, which you are still down by almost about $103,000. With Funded Trading Plus, you're going to lose that account because they have a trailing drawdown, which is something I don't personally like. Blueberry Funded will win this one because they have the lowest. In the industry, they have one of the lowest spreads on gold. On gold, you see spreads like 1 pip, 0.8 pips on gold on Blueberry Funded. One drawdown they have, or one challenge they have, which I've personally spoken with them to work on it, is their leverage. Their leverage is too tight, and my community members have complained a lot that they can't even, I understand with prop firms, you don't want people to over leverage and make ridiculous payout, but at the same time, if you over suffocate traders, they're not going to trade with your platform because they can't even play. The reason why we trade with Forex, the reason why we trade Forex is because Forex is a leverage industry. So if you don't give us that ability to use that leverage, trust me, that's going to scare people away from you, and that's going to suffocate traders, which is going to end up complaining, bringing a lot of complaints. So their leverage is very, very low, and also they have limit on the lot size you can use. For example, if you are trading a $10,000 account, you can only use a maximum of 0.2 lot size on go. If you are trading a $100,000 account, you can only use a maximum of 2 lot size. Remember, I'm trading with all this prop firm and I know all these rules offhand, right? So, but if I have to compare them between the Funded Trading Plus, because of this, their lower spreads and all of that, I will allow them to win this particular one. FTMO and FundingPips. Tell me a prop firm again that has zero payout deny in the industry. The prop firm that has processed more than $160 million in payout, and a prop firm that has more than 3 million traders. And I'll definitely say FundingPips is going to win this one. Again, screw you, FTMO, because of what they did. They even just passed the round of 16 because I compared them with the Funded Next, and I told you guys other reasons. So this is the end of FTMO at this point in time, and from here on, FundingPips has been able to win very, very clearly based on the reasons I have explained to you guys. Let's go down again to the next quarterfinals on our list, which is between the 5 percentile and Good Funded Trader. Point blank, 5 percentile is going to win this one because of few complaints I've gotten about Good Funded Trader. 5 percentile, I haven't gotten any complaints in my community. I've personally traded with the 5 percentile, and if I have to compare the trading conditions, the user friendliness between the 5 percentile and Good Funded Trader, 5 percentile obviously win. Now let's go between Hola Prime and Top Step. Now when it comes to the giant of futures prop firm, you can't mention prop firms without mentioning Top Step. I actually have friends, I have colleagues in my community who are pulling in hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars every month from Top Step. They can be able to copy their trade across more than 5 different accounts, and they can get more than $50,000 in 1 month. So because of that, even though Hola Prime also offers futures, Top Step is more solid in this particular point, and will give them the win. So Top Step win these quarterfinals at this point in time. Let's go to FundingPips and Blueberry Funded. Because of the few challenges I mentioned about Blueberry Funded, like their low leverage, the restriction on the lot size to use, I don't have a problem if they have restrictions on the lot size to use, but it should be something reasonable. It should be something which is not suffocating traders. So because of that, FundingPips has stood out. Go on their website, you go on FundingPips, you see payouts are clear, they're transparent. They're one of the highest prop firms who have made their payout to be transparent. You can actually go and you'll be able to see the internote. You'll be able to see, the hashtags and the transactional IDs of all those payouts. So FundingPips wins this one very, very clearly. Now, let's go to semifinals. Are you guys ready? Semifinals. The first semifinal we have here is between FundingPips and the 5 percentile. This one was tough because the 5 percentile has been there more than FundingPips, but FundingPips again, tell me a prop firm that is having 0 deny, more than $30,000 positive reviews on Trustpilot, more than 150 million in payout, and almost about 3 million users worldwide. And I'll still go with the FundingPips. So FundingPips has been able to win this one. The 5 percentile, I'm sorry, not that you guys are based in Israel, I don't have a problem with that. You guys have paid me, which I'm grateful, but at this point in time, FundingPips is going to take the lead. So FundingPips wins the semi-final at this particular point in time. Let's go to the next semi-final on our list, which is Top Step and FundingPips. This was the toughest. All right, this was the toughest because FundingPips is awesome. I've traded with FundingPips. Remember, FundingPips is a futures prop firm because I also trade futures. If you are profitable in CFDs, you can trade futures. You just need to know the contract sizes, how to trade with contracts, and it's the same thing, it's the same chart. All right. So between FundingPips and Top Step has been there for long. They are very, very solid and stuff like that. So I'm going to give, like I said, this was the highest one, which was very difficult for me to determine, but I'm going to give Top Step the win on this semi-finals. Let's go to finals. Are you guys ready? Can I get a drum roll? Can I get the drum roll? Can I get the drum roll? Let's go to the finals. Finals now is between FundingPips and Top Step. Number one, tell me a prop firm again that is having 0 payout deny, a prop firm that has processed more than $160 million in payout, a prop firm that is having one of the best tech in the industry. Most of you guys who are trading with FundingPips, you already know they have one of the best tech. Their leaderboard is awesome. You can see almost top 50 traders on the leaderboard. And if you just go and just filter, you just see top 50 traders on their leaderboard. Each of them don't have less than $10,000 that they are waiting in payout. If you just multiply that 10,000 by 50, that's $500,000 waiting to be paid out, bro. I mean, just within that shorter period of time, that's $500,000 waiting to be paid out. And FundingPips has paid out all these traders with 0 deny. You can already see why. And then again, they also have their branch, their sister company, which is FundingPips, although Top Step was able to defeat FundingPips at a point in time. But they also have one of their sister company called FundingPips, which is their futures. FundingPips is dedicated to CFDs, while FundingPips is also owned by the same company and is dedicated to futures, and the conditions are top-notch. The conditions are awesome, the tech is awesome, the trading platforms, you can trade on NinjaTrader, on TradingView, and all of that. So it was tough, but just going point blank clearly, the person who wins this battle at this point in time is FundingPips. So the number one prop firm for 2025 with all trading conditions, payout conditions, user friendliness, the tech is FundingPips. So bravo to FundingPips, bravo to FundingPips. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, because across my community, you guys have gotten the best feedback I can ever think of. Across my community, you guys have gotten the best reviews I can ever think of. And that makes me positive. That makes me very, very confident to work with you guys. That's why if you can check, the only recommended prop firm I have is FundingPips as we speak. That's the only recommended prop firm I have, because I have traded with all these more than 50 prop firms. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if I have to narrow it to one, it has to be FundingPips. So because I want you guys to trade with nothing but the best, I want you guys to use the code on your screen, Godlove, at checkout, and you get a 20% off discount. It's as easy as that. 20%. Just check the link on the video description. When you go to checkout, go on where it says apply coupon, use the coupon code Godlove, and you get 20% off your discount. I can't wait to see you guys on the leaderboard. I can't wait to read your success. And if you want to see other videos I've done, reviews with other props, videos on how you can pass your challenges, you can get payout, just browse through my channel and you're going to see all those videos. Make sure you join my free Telegram community, because I do update videos. I do update my community on a daily basis on what we are doing, on what we are trading, on what we are looking, on what we are analyzing. So make sure you're part of the free Telegram community. Link is on the video description. If you want me to mentor you one-on-one, make sure you check out Godlove University, where you'll be part of almost about 5,000 students who are learning from me directly on steps and tips and strategies on how to pass their prop firm accounts and get payout at the end of the day. Remember, one reason why FundingPips also stood out was because they allow you to use your EAs without any problem. So if you're looking for an EA you can use on FundingPips or any prop firm of your choice, check out Petrex Pro, that has won 4 years in a row as the most viral and the most profitable Forex robot. Again, you'll find the link on the video description. Check out these videos that are going to be coming at the end of your screen, because I've prepared them to help you stay consistently profitable. And I will see you guys on these other videos. Peace.